What's up, everybody? How y'all feeling? Y'all ready? Everybody good? Shit, I better be good. All right, before I start, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. If you're a real supporter of mine, it's free. All the shit that's gonna be worth shit down the road, you're gonna have to pay for the shit, so you might as well just click the motherfucking button right there. It's free. Anyway. Who's ever taken a lie detector test? A polygraph test? That's pretty much what this story is going to be about. My experience when I had to take this polygraph test, it was for SEPTA Police Department up in Philly. I might as well just tell you guys the whole process about SEPTA or whatever. Fuck it. So this was about 5 years ago, like middle of 2016, the fall of 2016. I was just stuck in my life. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know what I was going to do. My girl at the time, she was just kind of like, you better find something. You better figure something. So, I'm seeing things online about applying to SEPTA. I clicked the article. I'm reading about it, and I'm looking at the requirements, and it's like, oh, you got a fucking polygraph test? Hell no, I'm not doing that shit. They're crazy as hell. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know anybody who took a lie detector test prior to that. So I'm just thinking, I'm gonna go in somewhere and they're just gonna ask me a bunch of random ass shit, like about my life, my past. And I'm like, yo, fuck that. I don't know how they're gonna deep in my background, my history, and how thorough they're gonna be. So I'm like, nah, I'm not any department that requires a lie detector test. I'm not doing that shit because nah. So anyway, I still end up applying to it because like I said, I had to figure my shit out. So the first phase of, the process, the hiring process, was a pre-employment PT test. Just like your typical military law enforcement shit. Mile and a half and like 15 minutes. How many push-ups can you do in a minute? You gotta run the fucking 300-meter run or dumb shit. If you're in shape, if you're things like that, it's really a light day for you. So, I knocked that out. I came home. A couple weeks later, I get an email for the Nelson Denny Comprehension Test. That was the reading comprehension test that I had to take. That was the second phase of the process for SEPTA Police Department. That test was hard as fuck. But before I'm even taking the test, I'm living in Summers Point at the time. I'm living at home with my mom. I have to drive up to Philly. Every time I have an appointment, if I got to meet my background investigator, if I got to drop any type of paperwork off, I had to go to Philly and, right on Market Street, I think it was, or whatever, and go do all that bullshit. So the day of the Nelson Denny Comprehension Test, I'm running late. I had bad time management skills. I don't know about you guys. I have bad time management. I procrastinate, and I make it to my test maybe 10 minutes late. I get there, I go upstairs where I think I'm supposed to be. They're like, nah, you're in the wrong place. You gotta go downstairs, go down that hall, make a left. It's gonna be 3 doors, whatever. So I get there, cop standing right by the door. So I'm like, hey, how you doing? I'm here, I'm here to take my test. He looks at his clock, he looks at his watch, he's like, why are you 10 minutes late? I said, I got caught in traffic. He asked me, where are you coming from? Atlantic City. Look, the only reason I'm gonna give you a pass and allow you to take this test is because you had a little commute. But let me tell you right now, if you just so happen to get through, you get hired, and you're a minute late to drill, to class, anything that we need you to be on time for, you're done. The first time, you're done. I'm looking at him like, all right, bro, all right, I'm just trying to take a test. All right, damn, man, chill the fuck out. Because I didn't know at that time. It's my first time. All right, whatever, though. So I go in, I'm reading the test, and the first part, they give you a bunch of passages. You got to read the passages. Okay, Mr. Johnson had this story about this, and then you got to answer the questions about it. It's annoying, it's time consuming, but boom, knock that out the way. The next part was the part that I thought I was gonna fail. No bullshit, I thought I was gonna fail. And because it was like, it would ask you, well, like this word is synonymous with this word. But I have never seen either one of these words in my life. So I'm looking at them like, what is that? Like, it sounds like that. Like, literally, I'm taking 10 minutes on one question, looking at this word, trying to just figure it. Like, what the fuck does that mean? I have no idea what these words mean. I'm not bullshitting to you guys. So after I took the test, I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna pass it. Like, I convinced myself in my mind. I was like, I really just blew that shit. First, I was late, and second was like that. I don't know my words. Clearly, I need to get a dictionary and understand, like, get my fucking vocabulary up, because this ain't gonna fly. Luckily for me, I don't know how or who graded the test or whatever, but a couple weeks later, I get a email about my polygraph test. So I already know I passed it. So I'm like, damn, that's cool. I'm happy as hell. So I got a date for the polygraph test up in Philly again. So I drive up there. Got to be in suit and tie. I think I made it on time. I think I was maybe like a minute or two late. But I called them. I did call them. I was like, hey, like, I'm trying to find parking around here. Like, this is crazy, but you know Philly be on some shit. And then you pass this street, and you end up, you got to go 10 streets, go down this one way, and like, man, so whatever. I make it. I go in there. I go upstairs. There was another dude in there. You know, he had a suit on. I guess he was there for the test. I'm talking to him. He was actually from Hamilton, which is like 30 minutes from here, from Atlantic City. And we're talking, and like, he's like, yeah, man, you know, I'm taking the train. If I get hurt, I'll take the train, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's what's so cool, bro. Like, I really don't give a fuck what the hell you're saying to me, bro. Whatever. So, lady calls me, Nicholas. I'm like, oh, that's me. See you, bro. Have fun on the train. I go in the room. Now, when I go in the room, the lady, she has nothing to do with law. She's not a cop. She doesn't work for SEPTA. She's not a police, but she has my packet. You know, my application packet, which is like that thick, has all my information, everything that, and because I had, you know, prior to the polygraph test, I had met with my my background investigator, and I gave him my packet, and then he gives it to the lady who's running the polygraph test. And the test is based off everything that's in that packet. So it wasn't like I'm going in there, they're going to ask random questions, like, you know, it was based off what I had answered in my packet. So I go in there, and, you know, everything was fine. You know, she was a nice lady, we're talking. She's telling me the process and how things are going to go. I'm like, okay, cool, that's nice. So, you know, she straps me up. She puts a thing on my finger. I think I had something on my head, around my waist, my heartbeat, like everything. I was just strapped down to a chair. I was just sitting there. And the first questions they're basic questions. Is your name Nicholas Juan Rivera? Is today Monday? Is the sky? You know, just basic questions. That way they get like a steady reading towards shit where it's like you're being comfortable at. You know, whereas you're not thinking about, oh, is that my name, or what's today's date? It's just, you know, just some bullshit they do. So then they start asking me questions, and yo, guys, no bullshit. During that time in my life, a little before that, like I was honest about everything. Literally everything, whatever you could think about that was in that packet, like regarding what was the question that was in that packet, I was honest about everything. There was a page in the packet where it had a list of every single drug you could think of: marijuana, cocaine, MDMA, heroin, methamphetamine, everything. And then right next to it, it'll be sold, used, the quantity of how much you've sold, how much you used. And no bullshit, man, I swear to God, not every single drug, but the drugs that I've done. So for marijuana, I checked off. I sold it and I used it. For ecstasy, I sold it and I used it. I never fucked with coke. I never fucked with heroin. I never did. But like I said, I was honest as fuck about everything. So it gets to the point where, she's asking me the questions in the packet, and, they asked me, oh, like, do you smoke marijuana? I was like, no, well, I smoke marijuana at this point. Well, when was the last time you smoked? This month, this year. Do you remember how much you smoked? And they start, it's shit like that. And it's like, okay. But at no point during my test was the test stopped. Did she re-ask a question, that I saw her like making notes or making things? Like, everything went smooth. Because again, I told you, like, I was honest as fuck. This was my first opportunity ever trying to get into law enforcement. I had, my past relationship, my ex, she was kind of pushing me to do it. So I was like, I'm not going to fuck this up. Whatever they want to know, I'm going to be straight up with you. And that's going to be me. So the test went smooth. It lasted like about 2 hours, like at least 2 hours. And at the end, she was just kind of like, look, well, we'll give you a call if there's anything that we need to ask you. But, have a good day. Good luck. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, shit, everything's straight, fine, cool. Like, I went home. I actually contacted my, because I had to. I contacted my background investigator and I told him, I just got done with my my polygraph. Just letting you know. And he asked me, he was like, well, did anything happen where, like, did she stop the interview, or like was things smooth? I'm like, no, everything went smooth. Like, she asked every question one time. I answered her. Like, there was no, everything. He was like, okay, that's good. Yeah, it's good. Now, the fourth and final phase, I made it through everything of that whole process. The fourth and final phase was a home visit for my background investigator to come to my house, meet my family, meet my mom, my sister, like everybody that was there. And he did that. We scheduled it, we came home. But while all this is going on, like in the months of October, November, December, I had applied for Atlantic City. Like during that time, when I applied to SEPTA and Atlantic City, and it was, at the time, it was just kind of like, whoever picks me, whoever calls me first, that's where I'm going. I didn't want to work for Atlantic City, honestly, because it wasn't a full-time position. And I just felt like, if I got to commute to whatever, like, I'd rather do that than to. So Atlantic City's, their process was also very fast. They're calling me like, well, you're going to start the academy this day. You're going to do this, that. So I'm like, God damn, I don't want to go with you guys. I want to go to SEPTA. So when my background investigator came to my house, I thought I was in. Like, no bullshit, I thought I was in because I made it through everything. He met my family. He liked my family. Before he left, I said to him, look, I'm in the process with Atlantic City. Like, I'm about to get sworn in next month. The academy's in January. What is the process for SEPTA going to be like? Because, like I said, I want to work for you guys. Background investigator, he responds to me. He's like, look, I don't know. I don't have the exact date for when our academy starts. The best thing I can tell you is go with Atlantic City, go through their academy, and I'm gonna continue to process you. And if we get more information, I'll give you a call and then you figure it out from there. So I'm like, all right, bet. That's cool. So that's what I did, because he was saying like he doesn't want me to not go to Atlantic City, and then I'm gonna miss out with them. And then for whatever reason down the road, SEPTA, they won't hire me, and I'll be shit out of luck from both jobs. So he was kind of like, just go somewhere you're gonna get, and we always got you. So I did that. I went with Atlantic City. I got hired by them. Started the academy right away. It's like maybe a week or two in the academy. I'm on my way home. Well, we just got done. I get in my car. I got a voicemail from my background investigator. Hey, Nicholas, you do me a favor. Can you just give me a call back, blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking he's going to call me to tell me, tell that academy, go fuck off. Come up here. You're going to come. That's what I thought. Excuse me. So I call him back. He says, "Hey, Nicholas, how you doing? What's up, though? Look, was there any?" He was like, "I got a question I want to ask you about your polygraph test because I'm looking at it and it said like, we're getting a iffy reading about this one particular question." And I'm like, "Well, what's the question? What's going on?" He says to me, "During this time, this year, it's saying that you said that you sold marijuana." And I'm thinking, I'm like, because again, I knew I was being honest as hell about everything. So I'm like, this month, this year? No. I was like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't sell marijuana. I may have been asked, did I smoke marijuana during this time? But as far as selling it, no, I was not selling it at the time. So I don't know why. He says, "Oh, okay. Is there anything else you want to ask me?" Over the phone. And I'm thinking like, bitch, you called me. Like, you called me, ask me, is there an answer? What the fuck? How you gonna flip the shit and ask me? No, I don't know. I don't want to ask you nothing, man. Got off the phone. I didn't hear from him since. I continued with Atlantic City. The rest was history. About a year later, I get an email and a letter from SEPTA police pretty much saying, nothing about the polygraph, just saying that, thank you for thank you for applying and you were considered, but they decided to go another route, which is kind of like, all right, I get it, but it was like, if that situation didn't happen a couple months or like a year before, as far as the polygraph and the phone call I get after, then I wouldn't really be tripping off it. But I just felt like that whole situation was bullshit. Like I said, as far as the polygraph goes, I don't know. I don't think they're. I don't know. I don't think they're accurate. There's a lot that goes into it, man. There's a lot that goes into it. I would never try to take one again. Like I said, I'm done with police. I'm done with law enforcement. So I would never. Hopefully, I would never have to fucking take a lie detector test. But I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of them, man. I'm not the biggest fan. I think they're bullshit. But if you ever took one before, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys experienced, what you went through. If you guys thought it was accurate, if you thought it was bullshit, did you get the job? Did you not get the job? Your boy didn't get the job. It's life, man. Hope you guys like this one. I'll catch you on the next one. Please, like I said, man, like and subscribe to my shit. My shit free right now. My shit free. My shit free. Stop playing with me. Like and subscribe, man. Peace.